Tonight, live from Lincoln Center, raises a toast to composer John Kander and lyricist Fred Ebb. In musicals like Chicago, Kiss of the Spider Woman, and Cabaret, Kander and Ebb mine the depths of the human heart with fearlessness and flair. Shakespeare might have been the first to think it, but no one has expressed the idea that life is a cabaret more convincingly than these musical marvels. I'm Audra McDonald. Please join us for Ring Them Bells, a Kander and Ebb celebration.
Life is what you do while you're waiting to die. Life is how the time goes by.
Life is where you stand just before you are flat. Life is only that, mister.
Life is simply that, mister, that and nothing more than that.
Life is what you feel till you can't feel at all. Life is where you fly and fall.
Running for the shelter, naked in the snow.
Learning that a teardrop's anywhere you go.
Finding it's the mud that makes the roses grow. But that's the only choice you know. Life is what you do.
Life is what you do.
This is how the time goes by.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marin Mazzie and Jason Danieley. Good evening. I'm Rob Fisher. Tonight, Lincoln Center's American Songbook Series honors the work of John Kander and Fred Ebb. And what better place to honor them than this spectacular setting overlooking the city they so famously celebrated in song. Kander and Ebb's partnership spanned more than 40 years. Their first Broadway collaboration, Flora the Red Menace, opened in 1965 and introduced Broadway audiences to a newcomer named Liza Minnelli. Flora ran only a few months, but in the following year, on November 20th, 1966, their next show opened, and it changed musical theater forever.
bienvenue, welcome. Fremde, étranger, stranger. Glücklich zu sehen, just feels enchanté. Happy to see you, bleib reste stay. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Im Cabaret, au Cabaret, du Cabaret. Meine Damen und Herren, Mesdames et Messieurs, Ladies and Gentlemen, guten Abend und zwar good evening. Wie geht's? Comment ça va? Do you feel good? Ik ben euer Konferencier, je suis votre compère. I am your host und sage willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Im Cabaret, au Cabaret, du Cabaret. Leave your troubles outside. Outside. So life is disappointing. In here, life is beautiful. The girls are beautiful. The boys are beautiful. Even the orchestra is beautiful. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. In Cabaret, Cabaret, to Cabaret. In Cabaret, au Cabaret, to Cabaret. In Cabaret. Oh, Cabaret. Good evening.
I doubt this man needs an introduction. Joel Grey.
Sometimes you're happy and sometimes you're sad, but the world goes around. Sometimes you lose every nickel you had, but the world goes around. Sometimes your dreams get broken in pieces, but that doesn't alter a thing. Take it from me, there's still gonna be a summer, a winter, a fall, and a spring. And sometimes a friend starts treating you bad, but the world goes around. And sometimes your heart breaks with a deafening sound. Somebody loses and somebody wins. Then one day it's kicks, then it's kicks in the shins, but the planet spins and the world goes around. Oh, the world goes around. Yeah, the world goes around. And sometimes your dreams get broken in pieces, but that doesn't matter at all. Take it from me, there's still gonna be a summer, a winter, a spring, and a fall. And sometimes a friend starts to the world goes around, and sometimes your heart breaks with a deafening sound. Somebody loses and somebody wins. Then one day it's kicked, then it's kicked in the shins. But the planet spins and the world goes around and round and around and around and round. The world goes around and round and round and round.
Kander and Ebb's first songs were specialty material, like the song My Coloring Book, recorded by Barbra Streisand, and this next number, written for Kay Ballard as a tribute to her favorite indulgence.
There's a lady living somewhere. Where it is, I do not know. But I love to write and tell her that I love her so. I believe I might do mayhem. Yes, I might destroy myself if I ever found her missing from my grocer's shelf. Sarah Lee, Sarah Lee, your brioche just fractures me. Give me a taste of your cherry Danish. My mother bakes well, but you can't compare her, not with Sarah Lee. Ah, Sarah Lee. There's no H, just Sarah Lee, but that's okay by me, 'cause I'm living in paradise when I'm nibbling apple spice from the kitchens of the one I love, wonderful Sarah Lee.
Sarah Lee.
And it thrills me right to my soul
Sarah Lee.
when I'm chewing her finger roll.
I love
Hear me crying, for goodness sake, there never been a better banana cake. Cousin Milton works at the Hilton. He caters banquets, and at each affair he swears by.
Sarah Lee.
I really know what you mean.
Sarah Lee.
Aren't her brownies obscene? Drop that H, say Sarah
Sarah.
Lee, and that's okay by me. I love her cheesecake white as pearl. And did I mention that your chocolate swirl from the kitchens of the one I love, wonderful Sarah, beautiful Sarale. Sarah Lee. There's a difference between us no observer could miss. What's that difference between us? Only this. Seeing things. There's a way of seeing things. A certain way of seeing things that makes the difference. Is that sun up there a circle spun of light and air, or just a practical, everyday song. You and I have a way of seeing things, a different way of seeing things, I'd say. Paint your truth with my illusion. Please consider seeing things my way.
Attractive and charming forever it seems, disturbing, disarming, my spinner of dreams. But different we are and different we'll stay. Try as we might, we won't find a way. I'm of the earth and you're of the sky. I love you very much. I love you very much. Goodbye. Seeing things, there's a way of seeing things, a certain way of seeing things that makes the difference. I need more than love, I need someone I'm certain of, and when I reach for him, he must be there. You and I have a way of seeing things, a different way of seeing things, I'd say. One is truth and one's illusion. I'm of earth and you're of sky.
But I love you very much.
And I love you very much. Goodbye.
Maybe this time I'll be lucky. Maybe this time she'll stay. Maybe this time, for the first time, love won't hurry away. She will hold me fast. I'll be home at last. Not a loser anymore, like the last time and the time before. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. Mr. Peaceful, Mr. Happy, that's what I long to be. All the odds are in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's got to happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. Everybody loves a winner, so nobody loved me. happy. That's what I long to be. All the odds are they're in my favor. Something's bound to begin. It's got to happen, happen sometime. Maybe this time, maybe this time I'll win.
I don't care much, go or stay. I don't care very much either way. Hearts grow hard on a windy street. Lips grow cold with the rent to meet. So if you kiss me, if we touch, warning's fair. I don't care very much. Words sound false when your coat's too thin. Feet don't waltz when the roof caves in. So if you kiss me, if we touch, warning's fair. I don't care very much. Warning's fair. I don't care very much.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. I slick your hair and wear your buckled shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, come on, babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you're lucky Lindy never flew so high. 'Cause in the stratosphere, how could he lend an ear to all that jazz? No, I'm no one's wife, but I love my life and all that jazz.
I suspect you all know Chita Rivera.
If someone stood up in a crowd and raised his voice up way out loud and waved his arm and shook his leg, you'd notice him. If someone in the movie show yelled, "Fire in the second row, this whole place is a powder keg," you'd notice him. And even without clucking like a hen, everyone gets noticed now and then. Unless, of course, that person, it should be invisible, inconsequential. It's been a few weeks. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. I tell you, Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. Suppose you was a little cat residing in a person's flat who fed you fish and scratched your ear. You'd notice him. Suppose you was a woman wed and sleeping in a double bed beside one man for 7 years. You'd notice him. Are human beings made of more than air? With all that bulk, you're bound to see him there. Unless that human being next to you is unimpressive, undistinguished, you know. It should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. I tell you, Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. Never even know I'm there. Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Kander and Ebb's collaboration was sometimes misunderstood as being romantic, which it was not. But both of them said if they ever wrote with someone else, it would feel like adultery. It was probably John and only John who could prompt Fred to write extraordinary lyrics about marriage. As the saying goes, scratch a cynic, you get a romantic.
When you're young, feeling oh so strong, what can prove you wrong? Love and love alone. When the sun seems forever bright, what can dim its light? Love and love alone. So beware, young love, lost in a kiss. There's a truth, young love, simple as this. Every fond hello ends in goodbye. What seems certain to live will die. So enjoy all the time there is. If you're his, be his. Make each day your own. When tomorrow's come and your heart is stone, what has made it known? Love and love alone.
It can change like that due to one little word, marry. See a palace rise from a two-room flat due to one little word, marry. And the old despair that was often there suddenly ceases to be. For you wake one day, look around and say, somebody wonderful married me. Marry me, come on and marry me. Why not agree to be my blushing bride? I know the neighborhood would give its consent, and there's a cutaway I'm dying to rent. The day you marry me, give in and marry me. I really love you, see we can't go wrong. That diamond in the store I could pay monthly for. Wake up and marry me. Marry me. Marry me.
Gather around, I got a story to tell about a Manhattan lady that I know very well. She lives at 5 Riverside. Her name is Shirley DeVore, and she traveled round the world to meet the guy next door. Well, there was trouble inside apartment 29E, 'cause Shirley's mother and dad were as upset as can be. They said, we hate to complain, dear, and we don't like to grouse, but you're nearly 32, you should get out of the house. You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them sing and really ring them bells. It's such a happy thing to hear them ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them bells. Well, Shirley was 31, which she was loath to admit, and she had never been loved, which didn't thrill her a bit. And so she sat and she thought for hours on end, and said, I'll go to Chase Manhattan where I got me a friend. And so she borrowed a thou and called TWA, and told her mother and dad that she was up and away. I'm gonna travel the continent a month, maybe two, and haul me home a huz if it's the last thing I do. You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them sing and really ring them bells. It's such a happy thing to hear them ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them bells. She met a Londoner first, but they did not hit it off, 'cause every time she approached, he got a bronchial cough. And so she went to Madrid and met a handsome senor, but he liked to throw the bull and he was no matador. She also bombed out in Brussels, in Mallorca and Rome. Then someone said, try Dubrovnik, dear, before you go home, 'cause it's the kind of a town where you'll be likely to fall, and all the Tony Cognoscente find the Balkans a ball. You got to ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them sing and really ring them bells. It's such a happy thing to hear them ting-a-ling. You gotta ring them bells. And so she went to Dubrovnik, and the very first day she met a guy on the beach who took her reason away. Yes, it was love at first sight and quite a beautiful scene. She said, my name is Cheryl DeVore. He said, I'm Norm Saperstein. She said, are you from New York? He said, that can't be denied. I got a swell junior 3 at number 5, Riverside. 5 Riverside Drive in New York. 5, that's where I live. Can you believe this? 5, are you sure? As if that wasn't enough, poor Shirley thought she'd gone deaf when he told her his apartment there was 29F. Yes, she was E, he was F, and they had not even met until she traveled the world to Yugoslavia yet. He'd always been right next door, and she would never have known. If she hadn't tried Dubrovnik, she might still be alone. Well, there's a moral to learn from little Shirley DeVore, who had to borrow a thou to find a lover next door. You girls who live in apartments, don't stare at the wall. Open up the door and hurry out in the hall.
Whatever happened to fair dealing and pure ethics and nice manners? Why is it everyone now is a pain in the ass? Whatever happened to class?
Whatever happened to please, may I, and yes, thank you, and how charming. Now every son of a bitch is a snake in the grass. Whatever happened to class? Class.
There ain't no gentlemen to open up the doors. There ain't no ladies now, there's only pigs and whores. And even kids will knock you down so they can pass. Nobody's got no class. Whatever happened to old values and
Fine morals.
and good breeding?
Now no one even says oops when they're passing their gas. Whatever happened to class?
Class. There ain't no gentleman who's fit for any use. And any girl who touch your privates for a deuce.
And even kids will kick your shins
And
give
even
you
kids
sass.
will kick your shins and give you sass.
Nobody's got no class.
All you read about today is rape and theft.
Jesus Christ! Ain't there no decency left?
Nobody's got no class.
Everybody you watch
He's got his brains in his crotch.
Holy crap.
Holy crap.
What a shame.
What a shame. What became of class?
Fred Ebb died on September 11th, 2004. At that time, John and Fred had already begun work on several new musicals: Curtains, The Skin of Our Teeth, The Visit, The Scottsboro Boys. John has seen to it that all of these musicals have seen production since. Obviously, the words had to be completed without Fred. Here's a song Jason introduced on Broadway in Curtains. John wrote both the words and the music for this song, in which a composer explains what it's like when he's missing his female songwriting partner.
I miss the music. I miss the song. Since she's not with me, it comes out wrong. It doesn't matter how hard I try. I've lost the music. I don't know why. You may have known before I met her I wrote alone. But if you ask me what I'd prefer, I'd say the music I wrote with her. When you're writing a song and you've a partner, the room is filled with jokes and chatter. She says something, you say something. She writes a line, you play a vamp. But when you're writing a song without a partner, that's a completely different matter. No one tells you that's not funny. No one says, let's cut that bar. No one makes you better than you are. I can't pretend I miss the music. I miss my choose the music I wrote with her. I miss the music, I miss my friend. No need to ask me what I prefer. I choose the music I wrote with her. I love the music I made with her.
Multiple Drama Desk, Tony Awards, Grammy Awards, 2 Oscar-winning movies, the longest revival in Broadway history, the best-known song about New York ever written, and to top it all, in 1998, Kander and Ebb won the Kennedy Center Honors.
When it all comes true, just the way you planned, it's funny, but the bells don't ring. It's a quiet thing when you hold the world in your trembling hand. You'd think you'd hear a choir sing. It's a quiet thing. There are no exploding fireworks. Where's the roaring of the crowds? Maybe it's the strange new atmosphere way up here among the clouds. But I don't hear the drums, I don't hear the band. The sounds, I'm told, such moments bring. Happiness comes in on tiptoe. Well, what do you know? It's a quiet thing, a very quiet thing.
All of us on this stage personally owe a great deal to John Kander and Fred Ebb for the gift of their songs, as well as their friendship and positive effect they've had on our lives and careers. And it's simply impossible to imagine musical theater in America in the last 50 years without their contribution. On both sides of these colored lights, our lives are infinitely richer because of their talent. They've challenged us all to come to the Cabaret and to make the most of it. Or to put it more simply, to say yes.
Yes. Say yes. Like it's happening every day. Say yes.
opportunities come your way. You can't start wondering what to say. You never win if you never play. Say yes.
You might get mugged as you walk the street, but on the other hand, you might greet that handsome stranger you've longed to meet. Say yes. Don't say why. Say
Why not?
what lies beyond what
Is not. So what? Say yes. Yes.
What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play.
Life is a cabaret, oh,
Sing it, Saxon.
only a cabaret.
down the knitting, the book and the brew. It's time for a holiday.
Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret.
Come taste the wine, come hear the band, come blow your horn, start celebrating.
Right this way, your table's waiting.
Admitting from cradle to tomb, isn't that long a stay? Life is a cabaret, old chum, only a cabaret, old chum, and I love a
We hope you enjoyed tonight's Kander and Ebb celebration. Join us again in March for Kristen Chenoweth, the Dames of Broadway, all of them. Till then, on behalf of Live from Lincoln Center, good night. Find us on Facebook and join the conversation on Twitter using hashtag LFLC. You can also watch additional performances and interviews with these artists at pbs.org.